never rat on your friends, and always keep your mouth shut.
Okay, Big Meech and 50 Cent, let's get to it. So, Big Meech was serving time in federal prison, and Tammy Cowan owned the rights to Big Meech's life story. 50 Cent would team up with Tammy and create the hit TV series on Starz, BMF.
Tammy Cohen is now the executive producer of the BMF show, the BMF Star Show. She has Meech
At
rights.
first, 50 and Big Meech were good, and 50 Cent and Lil Meech had a great relationship.
He called me and told me he wanted me to start doing acting classes. He was gonna pay for them.
Action! This show is really my baby. Like, I put all of the pieces together for it. I looked at Lil Meech, he's a spitting image of his daddy. If I didn't get him, when I got him and send him to acting school, he was going to become Big Meech. The new version. Because his only influences, he looks up to his dad. One time, he said on the phone, I don't know if you thought about it, but you moved him closer to me.
It definitely affected me growing up, just because who doesn't want, their dad in their life.
Yeah, he was 5 when I left the street. One thing for sure, he'll never have to do the things that I've done. You know what I'm saying? I want him to benefit from the life that I've lived.
Big Meech would be released from prison and link up with 50 Cent. This sparked excitement in a lot of people about what was next to come for the BMF show. Things took a turn when Big Meech links up with Fifth's enemy, Ricky Rose.
It's the biggest boss, Ricky Rose. The time has come. Meech on.
50 Cent didn't like this at all. He would take shots at Big Meech, calling him a rat.
Hey, yo, man, I'm hearing already some people was pulling out of that concert. Yeah, on February 13th, that Big Meech was having. You heard? I know Little Baby ain't performing, right? Yeah, he said he ain't fucking with Gunna no more because Gunna a rat. I know he ain't performing that Big Meech shit. Yeah, 50 on the internet calling this nigga a rat. Talking about Tammy Cowan. This shit done grew some legs. Yeah, from when we was on the internet a few months ago talking about, yo, how Cuffy get indicted, how the Migo get indicted, and Meech ain't get indicted, blah, blah, blah. This shit done grew some legs since then. Yeah, because if Tammy then told 50 and... Yo, 50, let me narrate this shit, B. Let me narrate this shit. Let's get to that. Yeah, New York, nigga. Let's get to that. Yeah. Who's going to this concert? I said I want to. Who's going to this concert still? Yeah. What's really going on out here? Let's get to that.
Rick Ross would fire back at 50.
50, yeah, a pussy. Ain't got no paper. Tight clothes, be wearing a Yankee hat with a Casablanca button up with the collar halfway turned up. Stop. Nigga took a picture with Rick Ross. You like a hoe, nigga. Put your back against the wall and just slide down. I want y'all to understand you gotta stop making business personal. Get your money. You don't know these don't know you. Many different times tried to fix the issues with me and Curly Jackson. No. I always said no. I do want to do a BMF film because you've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film.
Lil Meech, feeling that he had a close relationship with 50 Cent, would try to intervene, and he expressed to 50 that he's always had love and loyalty for him and that he never switched up on him. He let 50 know that his dad was only with Rick Ross because Ross gave him money to hold him until BMF's next season. 50 would post Lil Meech's messages and respond to Lil Meech by saying, "What next season, Lil Ninja?"
Me and 50 talk almost every day, and he's literally like my best friend, big brother / other dad, because he literally like gives me so much game on all works of life, on everything, not even just the business. He just called me just to make sure I'm good mentally. And he makes sure that I understand this before I just jump out into it, you know? That's why he put me in acting classes and put his own money up for me, you know, to learn how to act before I could even, you know, learn how to play my dad. I had to learn how to act. I had to show my daddy and show 50 that I'm the one and that it was in me. So I'm just glad now the world able to see that. And that's what 50 put me in acting classes to do, not just to play my dad. You have to learn how to go anywhere the breeze wants you to go. I can
What's
play
up, y'all? I woke up today and I had this overwhelming thought in my head. And I think like something is telling me to tell y'all or share this message with y'all. Cause I feel like it's somebody out here, or maybe there's a bunch of people out here that need to hear this. And it was like, you thought you were special. You really thought you were special. Who told you were special? You thought you were special.
Person, because you be talking to this person. Right? Whenever a person's on the fence, we put them on the other side. Like if they're on the gate and they're uncertain with whose side, they don't put them over there. Why? Because it's dangerous.
Claims of Big Meech being a rat and Tammy Cowan being an agent would surface.
I'm Tamara Gatling. I'm making this recording in regards to my dad. He's Dion Gatling. Most people know him as Cuffy. But I wanted to make this recording so I can shed light on some facts. My dad was set up by one of his best friends, which is Demetrius Flannery, also known as Big Meech. My dad and Meech have been friends for 30 years plus. I've known Meech my whole life. I look at him like an uncle. Like, this situation has been completely devastating on so many different levels, and there's still so many questions that aren't answered. At this point, I can only shed light on what I know for sure to be facts, and hopefully one day I will have the complete truth. But in 2011, around that time, Meech reached out to my dad in regards to creating a BMF movie. So Meech hooked my dad up with a woman named Tammy Cowan. At the time, Tammy was Meech's power of attorney. Also, she owned the life rights. So my dad was working with Meech, Tammy, T, basically trying to work on a movie deal. So finally arrested my dad and we received the discovery. He knew exactly who CS1 was, and he told me and my mom that it was Tammy Cowan. At that time, we really did not want to believe. We wanted to give Meech the benefit of the doubt. It was really, really hard to believe that Meech would set my dad up. It was almost unbelievable. So we were able to like reach out, get a message to Meech, and basically let him know that Tammy was an informant. We later received a message from him saying that it had to be a misunderstanding. Just call her, she'll straighten this out, so on, so on. And at this time, my dad was like, I'm not dumb, I'm not about to call an informant.
This whole thing with Tammy, man, speak on that for me if you can, because it's perplexing.
Well, what Meech and Tammy did is call it because you're not in the system. Thank God you're not. I hate to see brothers in this system. But brothers who are familiar with this system, this is a nasty, nasty system. What Meech and Tammy did was call a third-party cooperation. What happened was...
This call is from a federal prison.
Originally, I was put with Tammy. I paid for the script. I paid $250,000. That's my script. That's why 50, when he came in, because we put a cease and desist order in through my attorney. That's why they couldn't do a motion picture. That's why you didn't see the BMF story on the big screen. So 50 ran it through that star shit that he run that other corny shit that he do. So What happened was, homie, was I wasn't even the original target. They wanted to get a little Mexican. He's actually a cartel member out of L.A. named Suarez. You'll see his name in the paperwork, Fidel Suarez. He was their initial target. You feel me?
Right.
He was their initial target. But with me calling in while they were trying to set up Fidel Suarez, she clicked over and told the Fed, or the agents who was listening to her and Suarez, hold on, this is Cuff. And when they heard the name Cuff, they went fucking crazy. And that's when her and Meech turned this scheme toward me. You feel me? So what it did was, this is what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to give Meech a time cut for her cooperation and set me up. But also, it kills two birds with one stone. It puts me in jail, and now they don't have to split any of the revenue with me. My buddy and my partner along with me his name is Louis Burrell. That's MC Hammer's big brother.
That's who Tammy was coming out here to see.
That was me.
And I'm gonna tell you the year. That was 2015. No, that was like 14.
Way earlier than that. It started way earlier than that. Way earlier than that. Around 2010, homie. Way earlier than that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we gotta go way back.
We put $50 million on the table through Lionsgate Films, through Louis Burrell's Connect, because Louis is the nigga, he a bait nigga out there, but he fucks around. He really fucks around in the music tip, but he also fucks around in the movie industry up there. Now, what we did not know is why Tammy would turn down that deal with me and Louis Burrell getting 20% of that budget. You understand what I'm saying? For a finder's fee. So what ended up happening was we didn't know that they had other plans and that she was sleeping with the feds and that they would put me off in prison and run away with my script and don't have to give me anything. So it was supposed to give me a time cut and knock me out of my percentage, me and Louis Burrell out of our percentage for the finder's fee with Lionsgate's film. Well, Lionsgate, when Louis went, so they backdoored us. Lionsgate shot it down when Louis Burrell was no longer a part of it. You feel me?
Right.
So Tammy's whole thing fell apart. Meech couldn't get a time cut because they found out Tammy has no credibility. Because when you can't have a relationship with a federal agent, now you have no credibility. So they thing blew up. They thing fell all the way apart and blew up. That's why Meech didn't get a time cut. But Tammy testified in open court that she signed up to be a DA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut.
This call is from a federal prison.
Special Agent Keith Cromer testified that Demetrius Flannery knew about this whole thing, but he just wanted to keep his name out of the documents. The special agent told Flannery that he could not do that. He could only do that if Cuff don't go to trial. And with Cuff's record, he can't afford to go to trial. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
But in the midst of all of this, she ends up flipping on the special agent Keith Cromer, and the whole deal went in the trash. So that's why we're at the point to where we're at now.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long does your relationship go back with Meech, Cuff? How long have you known him? What you guys go back?
1990, homie. 1990. My beautiful daughter that you talk with, my son, and my other daughter, they look at this nigga, call this nigga uncle, homie.
Now, from my understanding, you guys reached out to him when the paperwork came down. She said that you knew who the CI was, and you told her and her mom, and you guys sent a message to Meech. What was his response when this stuff came down and you were like, yo, bruh, what's going on? What did you get from Meech?
When I got locked up, homie, and when I seen where this whole conspiracy was coming from, I laughed at it and I didn't believe in it. And I knew that Meech could come forward and kill the whole conspiracy. Just saying that the conspiracy is based on Meech communicating from Tammy, sending me a truckload of drugs. It's all made up. From jail, homie. He could have killed this whole deal. They never had any drugs. You understand what I'm saying? But that's how conspiracy works in this system, in this nasty system. But when Meech shot down the offer, when we sent my attorneys out, he was at FCI Lompoc in California. And he responded back to my California. How are you in my paperwork, man? And how are you this famous drug dealer who's in magazines and books and movies, and you are in bed with a government informant that testified in court that she cooperated and set your nigga up a 30-year partner to give you a time cut? How are you this celebrity drug lord, but you in bed with a government informant? And how you not know about this? And you in my documents is my co-defendant, my unindicted co-defendant.
50 Cent and Tammy Cowan hint at exposing Big Meech in a tell-all documentary.
It's unfortunate, right?
Yeah.
It really is, but I agree. So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told.
Yeah.
And I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right?
That's it. That's all it is.
What do you all think, Crazy Right? Leave a comment. Please like, share, and if you want to stay in tune, subscribe. Thanks for watching.